Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is HD Starcraft, and I am here for Game 3 between TSL.Polt and FXO.asd. This is the third game of the set. I do apologize if you guys didn't catch the end of Game 2. I mentioned that this is actually a best of 5, not a best of 3, and I missaid it at the beginning of the entire set, so my apologies, but there is a Game 3. Hopefully you guys aren't too sad about that, and we will see what happens here. Polt is going to be the red Terran at the right of the winterized version of Belshire Beach, and he has 2 games under his belt right now. Can he close it out at this third game at the junction of half of the entire set? We will find out. Over at the top left, we have FXO.asd. He is now down 0-2. He tried the all-in on the first game. He got boxed in on the second game. Will he be able to mount a comeback here and take it to the 5th and final game? He needs to start here. It's Game 3. All right, well, Belshire Beach, man, I love this map. I love this map, and did I mention I love this map? This map is so fun, and I guess I kind of like it so much because I am Zerg. It's a great Zerg map, and that's kind of the reason why they took it out of all the interesting games, man. They took it out of all the tournaments because it was so Zerg favored, and the reason why it was Zerg favored is because you've got so much open area in the middle of the map. It actually has been nerfed a bit in the winterized version to be a little bit more balanced. You guys can see now it's become bridges in the center rather than just open fields where our Zerglings can roam free. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. But whatever. I like the winterized version as well, and we will see, man, what happens in this matchup. I think between Protoss and Terran, it's pretty balanced on Belshire. Maybe Protoss having just a slighter edge on the older version because it's so open, and their force fields can work a little bit better. Excuse me, Terran is more favored. On this version, maybe Protoss will have a better chance. We'll see. SCV starting to make its way out across the field. Back at home, ooh, not a 1 racks command center opening. It is actually going to be a 2 barracks opening from TSL.Polt. This is a nice little switch up. Haven't seen players haven't seen them use a different build yet, so this is going to be interesting. And the Marine at the front door will try to probably keep the probe from making its way inside the base. In fact, I don't really know where the scouting probe is. He actually has not sent one out yet. Oh wow, this is pretty risky because AST might just assume that it is a 1 racks gaseous expand. In fact, I think he is, because he's dropping Chrono Boost on the gateway for a Zealot and a Stalker, but this is obviously what you want to do against a Terran who 1 racks gaseous expands. But otherwise, dropping Chrono Boost on a gateway for Zealot and Stalker is not going to work against a Terran who's opened up with 2 barracks. This is actually like the worst opening, I think. He just wasted his Chrono Boost, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. This Zealot here is going to get shut down. Now, at least the Zealot sees 3 Marines, and he might be able to deduce that it is a different opening, and he's gonna get to the barracks. He sees the reactor. Will he see the second one? No! What beautiful placement by Polt, man. He knew if a unit were to get right there that this building would be just so far enough away, and now the Stalker will be denied. So this is like the best possible opening for Polt to start off the Game 3, and ASD now realizing, something weird is going on. And he's not going to switch up his build or anything. He's going to throw his Nexus down. What the hell was that? I just saw something fly across the screen. Was that like a ghost or something? That was so crazy. But I guess maybe the winterized version has its own little snow beasts. Anyways, ASD here is going for a Nexus, which is like what he needs to do. But because you can't like just completely switch up your build unless he wants to stay on one base. I think that's way too risky. He's got to assume at this point that it's like a 2 racks expand or a 1 racks reactor, or maybe a barracks factory starport opening into command center. So he should get the Robo Bay up, and he should get observers out to find out what's going on. And we do have the robotics facility on the way. So that's great and all from ASD. But the problem here is, why hasn't Polt thrown down a command center yet? This is still a 2 barracks play from Polt. This is really weird. I don't know why Polt hasn't grabbed anything yet. He hasn't thrown down a factory or a starport. He hasn't thrown down a command center, and he has almost got 400 minerals. So I would guess he's gonna get a command center. No, he's keeping it under 400, and a factory is coming up. Wow. is he not planning to expand? Because he might be thinking here that ASD has thrown down a Nexus, and if he stays on one base, maybe he can break the Nexus down. And he certainly has a lot of forces here. Stim is about to finish, so this might just work. This is crazy, man. And ASD needs to bring out some sentries right now. He is in some trouble, man. That Immortal cannot go down. It has to stay alive. Now the Nexus is going to take a ton of damage. ASD needs to let the Nexus take damage to buy time for enough forces. He might just have to use probes in this engagement as well. Now just flexing on the Terran army to, I guess, push it away a little bit and scare it off, but the Nexus is in danger of dying. And if ASD loses this Nexus, he's pretty much done, man. And he's going in. Good force fields, keeping the Marines and Marauders from retreating, and the Zealots getting up in the front lines. This will be enough as the Immortals just slay the Marauders. And this should be enough for ASD to claim victory on that battlefield. But 2 Marines were able to sneak on by. Probes immediately being pulled off the mineral fields. Hello, the best greeting ever. And the Marines now just going in there to scout, I guess. Not really made to do damage. And now Polt knows it is a 3-gate robo expand, or expand 3-gate robo, whichever way you look at it. The end result's still pretty similar here. And Polt has not thrown up a command center yet. What the hell is going on? He is going 1 base, 4 racks, it's like a 4-1-1 all in here, guys. This is, oh my god, this is insane. Now he's not getting Banshees. He's actually going to go with Medivacs, because I guess he saw all those sentries and he realized, hey, Medivacs, they worked really well in game 1 when I had to lifeboat my units. So this is really nice, but the Observer is coming in, and Polt probably sees the blur vision of the Observer, so he knows now that the gig is up, and he has to go attack, man. He doesn't, I don't know if he's got enough forces, though, to really punch through the front door. And does he see the blur, man? He should. And, oh, look at that! He sees the blur, and he says, we want to see something cool, man? I'll show you something cool. I want to pull all my SCVs off the line and go all in. And ASC's like, oh, are these Maynarding? Nope, they are not. And this is an all-in with SCVs, Marauders, and Marines. This is crazy. And ASD has no forge, so he can't make photon cannons. He has to rely solely on his dynamic defense, not static. The factory, once again, the flag bearer has been called in. Sound the horns of war. There's a medevac actually going to elevate right into the main, and this map is fantastic for medevac drops. Same reason why it's fantastic for Blink Stalker play in PvP or PvT or PvZ. It's great for this as well, and you can bring the Marines inside. ASD is going to have to split his army and have to deal with this. And he's brought an Immortal and a Stalker back home. Another Stalker warping in. He knows he can't bring his entire army back, though. Otherwise, he could just lose to the all-in. The SCVs now coming off the line. And here we go. Pretty good defense by ASD, though. He's actually going to be able to kill off almost all the SCVs. Meanwhile, back at home, the Marines have been slaughtered. Only one was able to make it out into the medevac. But I do think ASD has to worry about that drop. Hold that thought. Polt gonna go in for a second wave, but the force fields come out once again. ASD is running thin, though, on the force fields. I was gonna mention before, Polt could elevate everything and drop right into the main, where there is a much less defense. It's like dropping, this is like dropping into Omaha Beach, man. There is nothing there. I don't know why Polt is deciding not to, but he's gonna try to force his way up the ramp. That is the last round of force fields, and he lifeboats his units out of the front once again. So now if he goes up a third time, I don't know if it's the third, the fourth, or the fifth, but whatever. If he goes up again, there are no force fields he has to deal with, and he's brought the rest of his SCVs. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your horses. We are going in, and Polt is going to try to end the game right here and now with this all in. And will he be able to do it? He's going after the Immortals. It looks like he's being able to punch up the ramp. There isn't enough force fields on the ground, and it's gonna be close, but Polt will probably pull away here with all the medevacs healing his Marauders and Marines. And ASD does not have enough. That is it. That is it. Polt takes a 3-0 victory with an all-in on the last game of this set. Wow, I did not expect that. That was kind of crazy, but it worked. And I thought for a second that he was going to lose because he has no SCVs money. He pulled almost all of them to pull this off. And, you know, for the longest time, they were just chilling at the front door doing nothing. And he was able to still punch through and take the victory just over time, waiting for the force fields to wear out from the sentries. So, wow, what a job by the Terran player. And a nice 3-0 victory by TSL.Polt. So now he has saved face on my YouTube channel. Yay! He's finally been able to claim a couple of solid victories. I like it, I love it, and I want more of it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check me out on my youtube.com/HDStarcraft. You guys can find more StarCraft 2 videos there. And I'll see you guys in the next cast. HD, signing out.